Well, it is, of course, Tuesday, folks, March 10th, 2020. My name is Jewel, and we're going to check out J7409 weather and news combined today. So stick around, all kind of things coming up for you. You'll get everything you need to know, the news that you can use. We all know the stock market had a big crash out yesterday, closing out at minus 2,014. Now, what's happened overnight, if you saw the president yesterday during the coronavirus meeting, he said things were going to be coming up. So let's check out and see what's happened overnight. And would you look at this? All I got to say is somebody's been very hard at work in the green at the present time. As you can see, this is still Market Watch. This is what's happened overnight from way down here up in here. Now, it should open in the green. It has been higher than this that I've seen, but it's fallen some right now. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. All I got to say, somebody worked real hard overnight. What do you think? Weather-wise, let's go check out some weather information. Severe weather chances today. This is where we check out where the probability and meteorological conditions form for maybe tornadoes, high wind, and hail. And today it's looking like we do have this risk for some severe thunderstorms. They're just marginal, though, from central Kansas into Oklahoma and northwest Arkansas. And this should all happen late this evening into the overnight. And the most severe should be up here, as you can see, in this portion of Oklahoma, a little bit of Arkansas, Missouri, moving up into Kansas. And over in California, we have this little area also where it is a marginal risk. No chance of tornadoes, though. I don't think all of the meteorological components that I've gone over this morning, always a chance of a tornado when you have a severe storm, when the conditions are just right, but I don't think the conditions should be right for tornadoes to happen in these areas. But when it comes to the wind, chance of the wind is only at 5%, ramping up with these storms in Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, and Kansas, and over in California. And we do have that chance at 5% of hail happening in portions of northeastern Oklahoma and in portions of Kansas. Now, as we take a look at the NAM map, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits, this is going to take us through the next 3 days, and you're going to see some snow, some freezing rain, some rain, and some clear skies. So it's looking like that chance for excessive rainfall is going to be in the parts I've showed you of Southern California from today and tomorrow morning, and over parts of Arizona for tomorrow into Thursday morning. And there is that possibility of some extensive possible record high low temperatures from the Ohio Valley to the northeast. Now, out over California, we have a surface low over the eastern Pacific. It's going to slowly track eastward through Thursday and then approach Southern California. Rain and high mountain snow it should increase as the cold front approaches the coast, mainly from the southern half of the state, with aerial rainfall amounts of 1/2 to 1 inch in the lower elevations. Rain is going to happen in these areas, folks, and you could get 1 to 3 inches for the favored mountain areas in those areas I just showed you in California. And some instances of flooding will be possible, and it's looking like the moisture then should reach Arizona by Wednesday, with rounds of moderate to locally heavy rain expected across central portions of the state. So it's looking like this excessive risk for excessive rainfall on Wednesday into Thursday morning over parts of Arizona. Now we got a frontal boundary. It's currently over the lower Great Lakes, and southwestward into the lower Mississippi Valley and southern plains, and it should continue to advance southeastward and reach the East Coast by tonight. Now, this will serve as a focus for periods of light rain to moderate rain from the central Gulf Coast, Tennessee Valley, Ohio Valley, right on into the Great Lakes. This mixed precipitation that I said that I've been talking about, well, it's going to be most likely over northern Maine, which will be north of the main frontal boundary. Now, rain should be elsewhere for most of the northeastern U.S. Temperatures now, they should be above average ahead of the front with 60s and 70s for highs. That's going to be widespread all up and down this area that is ahead of this front coming through. So it should be warm mostly around the East Coast today. Enjoy the temperatures. We're still going to have a chance of some rain sprinkling on us now and then for the most part, as you can see the system moving through over in North Carolina, Virginia, as it marches right on through South Carolina, Georgia. This should just be rain, though, nothing severe coming out of it, my friends. So do not worry about that. You can see where the heavier showers are, and that's on the maps that I showed you that's coming in for severe weather. As I pointed out, you can see how it moves up. We got some snow on the outer edge of the boundary in the low system over in these areas here for Colorado. And we see the systems moving in from the west. And you can see that heavy rain in southern California as it turns to snow and moves up into the higher elevations. And it could turn to some snow, but it's not going to be a big snow out. Now, as we come over to the coronavirus map this morning, things have changed in the way you read this map, people. I guess the numbers got so high, they just changed things. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know why they're doing it the way they are. But as of right now, it doesn't update as often as it used to. It still updates, but not as often as it used to. You can see the timestamp in the lower left-hand corner. This says it's 7:13 this morning. And we look at the U.S., we have 755 cases, according to this map. However, though they are higher, we will see that coming in. Now, I said, you can't read the map like you used to. I'm just going to make this bigger. Move it over here, and let's see if we can make this bigger for you guys. And, excuse me, it won't take as long to go through. I haven't been feeling real well myself, so just bear with me, okay? Now, I'll leave it up about like this size right here right now. You don't see all the little dots. You see many bigger dots. So when I say it's not going to be like it used to, you're not going to know what counties it's in. You are not going to know what counties there may be a case of coronavirus. What you will know is what the state total is. And I will show you, and we'll start with Florida. There's 12 active cases. Of course, you guys have had 14 and 2 deaths. This is the way it's going to be. So Florida now has 12 cases, active cases going on. When we come to Texas, I know there's some in Dallas before they changed the map. I saw that last evening. 13 cases in Texas now. 13 cases in Texas. And we have one in Louisiana that's showing up. One in Louisiana. Oklahoma, still got 1 case going on there. Kansas, still got 1 case going on. Nebraska has 3 cases this morning. As we move over to Iowa, 8 cases. Now, this little dot has grown a lot. This is 8 confirmed cases in Iowa. Minnesota has 2 confirmed cases now. Wisconsin didn't have any. At one point, they had 1. It got better, as you can see, 2 confirmed. But Wisconsin now has a new active case going on. As we move on around, we go to Illinois. You have 9 active cases this morning. It has been up to 11. When we move down to Missouri, that's 1 active case going on. We'll move across over to Indiana. 5 active cases. 5 confirmed cases in Indiana this morning. Now, Ohio hadn't been having any, but now you're up to 3 cases. We all knew they were in these places. Even in the states they're not showing up. They just haven't been tested yet. But Ohio has 3 cases right now. Kentucky has really zoomed up since it started. It has 6 cases now. 6 cases in the state of Kentucky. Tennessee has 4 confirmed cases now. And as we move on down to Atlanta, 17 cases. 17 confirmed cases in Georgia. South Carolina's grown also with 7 confirmed active cases. North Carolina's moved up. We got 7 now. 7 confirmed cases. We're just not going to be able to know what county they're in. This is only going to show us statewide numbers. Virginia has 7 cases. As we move up here, let's see what we can get. Okay, Washington, D.C., District of Columbia has 5 cases this morning. As we move on up, Maryland has 6 confirmed active cases right now. Yesterday, their governor put that state in a state of emergency. We got to move back here a little bit in Pennsylvania. Wow, Pennsylvania has really grown over the last few days. They have 10 confirmed cases at this moment. They are all active. When we move over to New Jersey, finally they got some numbers on New Jersey. 11 confirmed active cases this morning going on in New Jersey. Connecticut has 2 active confirmed cases now. And of course, New York is way up there at 143 confirmed cases now. And this is including Long Island and everything. Like I say, it's just going to be state numbers. Massachusetts, look at Massachusetts right here. 40 confirmed cases. Now, you did have 41, but one of these now has recovered. 40 active cases in Massachusetts. And we got smaller numbers up here as we come to New Hampshire, but this has grown also. Stayed 1 in a long time. You guys are up to 4 active cases in New Hampshire. Vermont has 1. Now let's go ahead and quickly move over and get some going on the West Coast. We've already got all of these. We're going to start over in Colorado, which has 12 active cases this morning. Utah, it still has 1 confirmed case. Arizona has 5 active cases. They had 6, 1 recovered. They have 5 active cases in Arizona. Now, in California, you have 139 cases. You did have 143. You've had 2 deaths and 2 people have recovered. California, 139 active cases in that area. When we move up to the Grand Princess, we know about that and what happened with that yesterday as they got some of those passengers off. Oregon has grown. 14 active cases as this morning goes by of this confirmed COVID-19, and up in Washington State, 144 active cases, 22 deaths, and 1 recovered. They have 144 cases at this time. Before I do get out of here, I do want to check on the islands. And down in the Dominican Republic, there's 5 active cases. Looking like we've got some more going on here. St. Martin has 2. St. Bartholomew has 1. And Martinique has 2. So that's a quick rundown this morning of what's going on with coronavirus. Just remember, if you have this map, you can't read it like you used to. They're not going to tell you what county it is in. It is going to be a state total from here on out. It's not going to update as often as it used to, so it's been at 7:55 since some point last night. It's not going to update as much either. So please keep all of that in mind, okay? This is your weather and your news with J7409 this morning. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click that bell. Check off all. Get all the latest in weather and news happenings across the U.S. and things otherwise that could be happening in your areas. I'd appreciate it a whole lot, my friends. Have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. I thank you for everything you do for me, and very much peace, love, and kindness to each and every one of you. Everybody stay safe. Thanks so much for watching.